ever been in a conversation where you see someone effortlessly get another person to open up? They don't interrogate, they don't pry, but they ask the right questions that the other person somehow is willing to offer information that most people don't know. According to the FBI, it is a strategic conversation where you guide the conversation to a point that the person doesn't even know they are being questioned. And the technique is called elicitation of information. And why do people fall into this trap? According to psychological studies, there's a human tendency to want to appear correct, or they want to appear polite and helpful. They want to appear competent and also appreciated by the other person. And therefore, many of us fall into this trap of volunteering information when we don't really plan to do so. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hi, I'm Jules T and welcome to the Jules T Talk channel. I'm currently working in the manufacturing industry. For the past 20 years, I have been making lots and lots of mistakes. And I wish someone would have told me this 20 years ago so that I don't have to make all these mistakes that I've made. And today I want to share with you in this video techniques that you can use so that you don't need to make the same mistakes that I did. Let's get to it. How to elicit information subtly. By the end of this video, you will learn simple techniques that best negotiators, communicators, and leaders use in their everyday conversations. Now let me make this clear. Eliciting information is not manipulation if you do it in the right way, ethically, with the right intention. It is about building trust so that people want to share. Now here's the mystery. Once you learn these simple techniques, you start to notice and you start to discover things that you never knew existed. Signals, gaps, certain indicators that shows you a potential issue or escalation that is coming, so that you can take action before a larger issue even happens. At work, this skill is incredibly valuable. Whether you're talking to your managers, your leaders, your peers, your clients, even your team members, knowing how to draw insights helps you to understand project challenges before it becomes big issues. It allows you to get honest feedback from your team members without triggering defensiveness. You can even get to spot hidden opportunities that you can use to improve your workplace. And the best part is you get to strengthen the relationship and the trust. When the relationship and trust is there, you are able to bridge the gap and a lot of issues are able to be ironed out. So let's break it down to smaller steps so that you can use this technique right away. The first technique is to ask curiosity-driven questions. I used to make the mistake of asking my team members about the deliverables. Have you done this? The deadline was last Friday. Why is the issue not done? And it triggered a whole lot of emotional discussions where the other person was very defensive. I realized that it didn't help the conversation at all and the other person totally shut down. When I start to reframe the question by asking curiosity-driven questions like, what were the challenges that you face in your project? Instead of, is the project done yet? Then I get him to open up what kind of challenges that he's facing now. When he talks through that process, then he's able to gather that there are certain tasks that is still pending on his hand. And that way he realized that and he tells me that I'm going to work on this and I'm going to finish this by this specific target date. And these are the challenges I'm facing. You're actually walking that person through the entire process of realization. There are certain things that really has a sense of urgency. And you're doing that so subtly, you don't look like you're somebody that's really breathing down his neck. You're creating that awareness. There is something pending on his side and he is aware of it and he's going to work on it. It makes you a good guy, yet it allows the work still to be done without you looking like you're a micromanager. The second technique is mirroring and reflecting. It's like you talking to yourself in the mirror. When people feel that they have been listened to, they tend to open up more. And the doors will swing right open and it will flood you with lots of information. For example, if you're speaking to another person that shares with you, wow, I've been swamped with clients. And then what you say is, swamped with clients? Just repeat that statement that he just said. Wow, swamped with clients? That sounds so intense. What kind of projects are coming in? And before you know it, the person is sharing all the issues, all the projects that have been coming in and why he is so busy and what's causing all these bottlenecks. This is the mystery piece. Psychologists call it the illusion of disclosure. When you reflect back, people tend to believe that you are listening. That technique itself encourages the other person to open up and reveal even more. You'll be surprised. You do not need to ask a lot of questions. Merely just rephrasing back that question and just ask a little more. You realize that they will reveal even more. Their project challenges, the issues that they're facing technically, issues with the project manager, the timeline, the budget, things that nobody has told you before. Trust me, you'll be damn surprised with this technique. The next technique is to start small, then go big. It's like when you meet a person, some new friend that you've never met before. I don't think you will go straight into deep questions like, what is your deepest fear? What are you earning currently? I think you will scare the other person away. Seriously, is this guy nuts? Usually we'll start with a light topic, like, how was your weekend? And he starts telling you about the weekend and you gradually move into deeper topics like, so why do you choose that direction for your team? So the psychology here is you start to share small stuff. In the process of sharing small stuff, you get comfortable in the conversation, then you naturally gravitate into deeper stuff and you don't feel that uncomfortable because that motion or the momentum is already there. It is like peeling an onion. You don't directly chop it in the middle, get the core. You slowly peel the onion until you reach the core of the onion. So when is the best time to use these techniques? Great time is a one-to-one with your team members where you get to understand what kind of challenges they are facing. Or one-to-ones with your boss where you get to understand what is the direction, what is the expectations that are coming from your boss. Or in networking events, you want to build better rapport, you want to understand what is the market out there. Or in client conversations where you get to understand what is their preference, what are their needs, where they are not explicitly said. And the key is to be subtle about it. When you naturally get into these conversations, you realize that you get information naturally because you're showing genuine interest. And before you know it, you're able to gather a lot of information that other people miss. So here's the formula for workplace conversations. Start with curiosity-driven questions. Ask questions that naturally gravitate them to expose more. Use techniques such as mirror and reflect, where you just repeat the phrase and people will feel that they're heard. And the next one is to start small and go big. Let me start with casual conversation and naturally gravitate to deeper questions. When you combine all these techniques, people don't see you as an interviewer or an interrogator. Rather, they see you as somebody that they can trust, the kind of person that people naturally open up to. And the fascinating thing is, when you start to use these techniques, you'll find that people start to open up to you if you know how to ask the right questions. And now you do. So try this in your next meeting or your next one-to-one and see the kind of difference that it makes in your meeting. If you found this helpful, remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Share with me which technique that you are most excited to try in your workplace. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Goodbye.